guarantee.
And a very good Tuesday evening to you. I'm FOX54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Dressman. Not a bad Tuesday evening across the Tennessee Valley. We are picking up on a little bit of rain. We'll get to that in just a second. Live look over into DeKalb County. Certainly not talking about any rain there. As a matter of fact, we're talking about plenty of sunshine. I also firmly believe, and maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about, but I firmly believe we're getting to the point in the year where when you look at the camera views, it just looks hot. And it simply looks hot over in DeKalb County. It doesn't look as hot if you look from the top of Montesano, and that's only because there's an increase in cloud cover. There's a little bit of rain hanging out right over the city of Huntsville. Literally just the city of Huntsville, I promise. We'll get to it in just a second. But because of the increase in cloud cover here from the top of Montesano, it doesn't look as hot, even though the numbers would seemingly say otherwise. 93 right now, dew point of 73. Not only is it hot, but it feels disgusting. Look at that. I moved. That's kind of cool. You can see the rain falling there from the top of Montesano. That's kind of fun. I feel like I could just stand here and stare at this for the next 10 minutes, mostly because at this point I'm curious just to see what it does. It would be exciting if maybe a little bit of lightning came down from that. Maybe I'll come back to the view if it was easy to come back to the view. Now we go kind of close to downtown Huntsville. It's not raining here over the parkway, but the cloud cover, the kind of the dark sky would seem to say otherwise, but it's not raining here if we look northbound on Memorial Parkway. I promise we're going to get to the rain in just a second. I wanted to hit on this real quick. The official high temperature this afternoon at the Huntsville International Airport was 97 degrees. It's been a while since we've been that warm in the city of Huntsville. As a matter of fact, you got to go all the way back to late August. August 31st of 2024. That was the last time we were that warm. The high temperature was exactly 97 degrees. Now, August 28th, 29th, and August 30th of 2034 were all triple-digit days. Each day saw a high temperature of at least 100. But then the warmest we got in September of 2024 was actually only 94 degrees. But at this point, we all know there is the potential for it to be hot. Clear up through Halloween. Kind of depends on the year we end up having. I also wanted to talk about this. The temperature outside, comparing that to the temperature inside your car based on the temperature outside your car. Everybody always gets in the car. They just got to make a quick little trip to Publix, Kroger, Walmart, wherever you're going. And you think, well, I'll just bring my dog. It's only going to be for a couple of minutes. They'll be in the car alone. I'll put the window down and my dog gets to go out. No, please don't do that. Literally, just please don't do that. If the outside temperature is 95 degrees, after 10 minutes, the inside temperature of your car is 114 degrees. And honestly, it really doesn't matter if the window's cracked a little bit. That number's not going to come down all that much. After 30 minutes, it is 129 degrees inside your car. After 60 minutes, it is 140 degrees inside your car. Leave your pet at home. They'll be just fine without you for a couple of minutes. I do the same. Don't worry. My dog is not allowed to come out this time of year, at least in the car, he's not. 93 feels like 102 in Huntsville. 94 feels like 100 in Decatur. 90 feels like 98 in Florence. 91 feels like 103 in Fayetteville, up in southern Middle Tennessee. Now, a little cooler over in northeast Alabama. 89 feels like 96 over in Fort Payne. Off to the radar we go. Finally getting to the radar. The vast majority of us are quiet this evening. As a matter of fact, 99% of us are quiet. Literally, the only place it is raining right now is the city of Huntsville. A little bit of rain beginning to develop across the city of Madison. 565, talking about a couple of isolated showers hanging out across Highway 72. A pocket of heavier rain there attempting to push its way into the city of Huntsville. A little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning. The wind might gust just a little bit, no higher than 25 or 30 miles per hour. That rogue shower not going to stick around all that long. Heat advisory is going to be with us until we get to the later part of the work week. It was supposed to expire at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Now, it's going to expire at 7 p.m. on Thursday. Now, don't sit at home and think we're the only ones dealing with the heat, because we are totally not. As a matter of fact, much of the southeast talking about a heat advisory, almost the entire state of Mississippi, a good chunk of Arkansas, Louisiana, up into Tennessee, Kentucky, back into Georgia, the Carolinas, both North and South Carolina. As a matter of fact, if I were to zoom this map out, you would see that the heat advisory actually continues all the way up into Ohio, and then a good chunk of the Northeast is also under a heat advisory. So basically the entire eastern half of the continental United States is just simply hot. And it's going to stay hot as we head into your Wednesday. These are heat indices as we head into Wednesday afternoon, anywhere between 105 and 107 across North Alabama, southern and middle Tennessee. These numbers might be a little bit lower across northeast Alabama, but still anywhere between 97 and 104. These values are going to stick with us even as we head into your Thursday, hence the reason the heat advisory was continued. as we head into your Thursday. Now these numbers might begin to come down just a couple of degrees, but I'm also increasing the opportunity for rain a little bit as we head into your Thursday. For the most part, still going to be within heat advisory criteria. These numbers might slide off a couple of more degrees as we head into your Friday, anywhere between 99 and 103. So the heat wave is really going to continue at least through the end of the week, but it should be hot. It shouldn't feel this hot, but it should be hot. We're getting ready to close out the month of June and head into the early days of July. Summer kind of began a little later this year, it would seem, kind of based on the temperatures that we had in May. So I understand where this comes as a bit of a shock, but this is also totally normal for this time of year as far as the heat is concerned. Heat indices, not so normal. Air temperatures, a little more normal. As we head into the lunch hour on Wednesday, Futurecast does a great job at picking up on a couple of isolated, widely scattered showers and thunderstorms that might develop across the Tennessee Valley. Doesn't keep this activity around very long, really begins to fizzle it out Wednesday evening and then into the overnight. But look what Futurecast tries to do as we head into the earliest hours of Thursday morning. Tries to bring an additional round of scattered showers and thunderstorms into the Tennessee Valley. I don't necessarily buy this. We're not talking about the atmospheric dynamics in place to support overnight shower and thunderstorm activity. We're kind of consistently talking about our summertime weather pattern, where a lot of this activity is going to be diurnally driven, where it pops up in the middle of the afternoon, sticks with us through the early part of the evening, and then fizzles away. A couple of models have shown maybe a rogue shower developing through the earliest hours of Thursday morning. That's why I'm showing you this now. This specific model is going to get an updated run here in a couple of hours, so I'm kind of excited to see that and see if it actually maintains that chance for showers and thunderstorms. Then as we head into the early part of Thursday afternoon, showers and thunderstorms develop across the Tennessee Valley. Like I said, it looks like this activity could be a little more widespread through the heart of Thursday afternoon, and then as we head into Thursday evening, but then this activity quickly dies off Thursday night by the time we get to Friday morning. Friday afternoon, though, will bring another opportunity for rain to the Tennessee Valley, and then we're also talking about scattered showers and thunderstorms as we head into the weekend. Now, the weekend not going to be a complete wash. I just understand that there is a little bit of rain in the forecast. Rain chances continue to increase as we head into Monday and Tuesday of next week. I also want to talk about pavement temperatures as we head into Wednesday afternoon. Pavement temperatures anywhere between 135 to 145 degrees. We're still talking about your pet here. It is not smart to try and walk your pet in the middle of the afternoon. You're going to want to do that really early in the morning or really late in the evening after the sun goes down and that pavement has an opportunity to cool off. And this is going to continue even as we head into your Thursday. Pavement temperatures 135 to 145 degrees. This continues even as we head into your Friday. Honestly, this is going to be a really consistent theme through a good chunk of the summer, where it's just simply not a good idea to walk your pet in the middle of the evening. I believe my wife took Gator for a walk at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock last night. That's how late in the evening she took Gator, because it is getting so hot in the middle of the afternoon. A warm night tonight, temperatures only drop into the mid-70s. I've got a low temperature right around 75 degrees. Maybe you golf. Maybe you'd like to go golfing tomorrow. It's going to be hot. Golf seems like an oddly physical activity to be doing in this type of heat. 97 through the heart of the afternoon, and then temperatures, of course, gradually going to begin to slide off. But it is going to be incredibly hot tomorrow, and it looks like the heat could stick with us in some capacity, about a 30 to 40% chance that we're talking about above average temperatures as we head into the July 4th holiday. Maybe you're traveling to the Pacific Northwest anticipating that it'd be a little bit cooler. Not there. As we head into the July 4th holiday, we're talking about an 80 to 90% chance that temperatures would be above average. Question of the day. This is a repeat of yesterday's, but I really like this question, and I thought it needed answered. What is the best time of day to water my lawn? My lawn is currently getting watered right now. That is when I water my lawn, at 6 o'clock in the evening. I water the back at 6, the front gets watered at 6:30. Why? Because it is just before sunset. I don't do it overnight, because if I do it overnight,